I like it so far. I really like the instrumentation. It's very like upbeat.
I love the
and
guitar
catchy.
riff in there.
Yeah,
it's
really good.
It's just that seems like now we're getting accustomed to that kind of that sound of the '80s, I guess. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Glad to have you with us for another reaction video. We've got a group that's kind of been making its way onto the channel a little bit more in Metallica.
Yeah.
We've done a couple videos of theirs now. We did Master of Puppets, right?
Yes.
That was really cool.
Enter Sandman.
Yeah, Enter Sandman, and we did the studio version and then the live version of Enter Sandman.
Yes.
We haven't done a live version of Master of Puppets yet. Master of Puppets, sorry. This one is Creeping Death. Now, clearly you guys know that because you clicked on the video, and we're here. But I know you guys are going to say we got to do the live version. Don't worry, we will.
It's coming.
But we really, really enjoy when we can understand and get a feel for the song, and then we can enjoy the performance aspect and take a vibe of the crowd and all that. So we did the Moscow 1991 version of Enter Sandman, which was really cool, right?
It was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, the energy there was off the charts. And so you guys can let us know. There's another reason why we wanted to do the Creeping Death studio version first, because then you guys can hit the comments for us and let us know which version you would recommend we do for the live purposes. And then we can really, really get the best of the best, and that'll be exciting,
Yes.
right? So we don't really know too much about this song, Creeping Death. There's something to do with the plague, I think you guys said, or a plague. You guys had mentioned some of it in the comments on the other Metallica videos, and we should check this one out. So that's what we're gonna do. And so yeah, you've enjoyed our exposure to Metallica thus far.
Yeah, for sure. I think I was expecting it to be different in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I really liked it. And then I feel like the live version was really, really cool to see how good they were able to also produce, you know, the same quality of music from the studio version, almost even better
Yeah.
in person. So I love that.
Yeah, so this is, I think, from the same timeline around the stuff that we've been listening to so far. So I think that's the best of the best from Metallica. But with that said, you ready to get things going?
Let's do it.
All right, Creeping Death, Metallica.
Creeping Death.
Thoughts?
I like it so far. I really like the instrumentation. It's very like upbeat.
I love the
and
guitar
catchy.
riff in there.
Yeah,
it's
really good.
It's just that seems like now we're getting accustomed to that kind of that sound of the '80s, I guess, when heavy metal was really popular and what it made it so lively. And I really liked, like I said, the guitar riff in there.
Yeah, right off the bat, I was like, okay.
Yeah, very up tempo.
Yeah,
Very
I like it,
energetic. I think I understand, starting to understand why this live would be the track that really gets everybody
such high
going.
energy, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it just comes in like a bat out of hell, like just
Yeah.
immediately. And I like also like the drums and like the way they utilize the cymbal to kind of you know increase that energy as we go through the riff. I
Yeah.
like that portion a lot.
Yeah, sounds great.
A little bit harder to take into some of the lyrics. I'm not getting all of them.
Yeah.
I think he talked about an unborn child.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about a pharaoh giving up your first unborn child, or no, a firstborn child, I think he said.
Right.
So something to do like, pharaohs, Egyptians, something along the lines of that.
I think somebody may have mentioned about this being a plague related to religious aspects.
Oh, okay.
So, like Moses and stuff like that. So,
okay.
I don't know if that's kind of what we're getting at with some of that Egyptian basis, but I'm not really sure.
That's neat, though.
That's like pretty deep dive we'd probably have to do with.
Yeah.
But it seems like, as they said in the comments as well, that a lot of Metallica stuff has a lot of layers to the depth in it. So that makes sense, like Creeping Death, but it's about the plague, and then we're getting to like religious aspects as well, and like
for sure.
And I don't know how so much the Egyptian stuff would play into it, but
yeah, that's cool though. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff like these days, like music doesn't really have that much depth and that much like reference to religion and history and all that kind of stuff. Like most of it doesn't, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's cool.
All right, let's get it going again. Trying to find a good spot to pause it at.
I know,
because there's so much going on, and they got it's so much energy. It just keeps like it's like a little, give you a second to catch some energy, and then it's like right back up again.
Yeah.
And I really like the guitar solo on top of the guitar riff. Sounded like really perfectly blended together.
So good.
I like the little mix of just adding in the electric guitar sometimes here and there, just add a little oomph to it.
The first time he came in, I was like, ooh, okay, that's spicy.
And I like how I do feel like he's telling a pretty detailed story in this. I just can't catch it all, and that's kind of, I wish I had a lyric video so that we could. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't be able to take in as much of the
instrumentation and stuff.
Yeah, the sound of it.
Yeah, he brought in some more like Egyptian references there. He was talking about the Nile, like the river, and like stuff like that too. So. And
I think they had like, it sounded like a die, die, die chant in the background.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
But I think it sounded almost like it was, I don't want to use the word peasants, but that's just making me think of like
the regular people.
Yeah, like like it's like a rally cry against authority almost in some way. I don't know. But it's almost like die, die. Like there's just saying like, rally cry almost. So, but then the creeping death, and if it's associated with the plague, it's I just feel like there's another layer to this in terms of what it represents, what that die, die, die represents. It's almost like the plague is talking in some ways.
Yeah. That's cool.
Anyways, don't want to get too more.
Let us know.
Well, I'm just speculating at this point, but I really, really do enjoy it. It's a very, very good, well put together
I totally
song.
agree.
I feel like there's a lot of like even build in it, even though it's high energy from the beginning. I feel like we're still building energy throughout it, and so
like you said, with the additions of like the electric guitar on top and all of that. Yeah.
So I do quite enjoy it so far. Well done, Metallica.
6.5 minutes of pure energy.
Yeah, 100%. That's what's crazy too. Is like I wouldn't say that's a 6.5 minute song to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel like 6.5 minutes went by.
Yeah.
It felt like it was much shorter than that.
Into it the whole time.
But that's hard to do, to bring that much energy for that long. And I know like you guys are accustomed to longer songs. I remember when we did one of them. I can't remember, and I said, "Wow, this is a longer song." I think it was one of the first ones that we did, Metallica, maybe.
I think it was the Master of Puppets one.
And we said like, "Wow, this is a long song," but this is customary, obviously, for heavy metal to have longer songs. But it's very impressive to keep that energy, and then to be able to, I'm interested to see doing this live.
Oh yeah.
And also through the whole concerts to be able to keep that live energy.
Hours of like this energy.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. Kudos to Metallica. They I can see why they're such highly regarded group of musicians, because clearly they're very, very talented. And I've really
100%.
really enjoyed this one as well. I haven't really heard much so far that I don't like from them.
No, I've liked all. We've done 3, right? So this is the 3rd one. I've liked all 3.
Same. So you enjoyed this one?
Yeah, it was good.
All right,
really
cool.
good.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm excited to see the live later on.
Yeah, for sure. Hope you enjoyed our reaction. If you did, hit that like button for us. Then, like I said, let us know in those comments which one we should do of the live version, so that we can carry on this journey a little bit further. Hopefully you join us on this journey and join the community by subscribing and checking out our other videos. But that's it from us today, guys. We'll be back soon.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
Take care.